I looked at the lounges, the lounging beds, chairs at the side of the pool, and they needed throwing away. You're not going to come and tell me you're 5-star and your service is discombobulated. Guess what was on her dressing gown? Crown Plaza. It gets worse. We are in Hilton Syon Park and she's wearing a Crown Plaza robe. You tell me who made that error. Hello my chosen ones, assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to my visual diaries. I'm Maryam the chosen one. If you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're not new, hey. I just thought I'd jump on, guys, and let's have a quick little catch up. I've not really sat behind the camera for a while and literally just had a little chin wag with you guys, so that's what I'm going to do now. And I don't know if you've noticed, guys, I'm using my new lights that I got. Let me know if it's any different or if it looks good or not. Drop it in the comment below and let me know if I made a really good purchase. Usually when I do my videos, I do them in the daylight, in bedroom light, because it's the best place in my house that has the best lighting, and it is just natural lighting. But at least I've got the flexibility now of recording in the evening if I've got spare time and so on and so forth. So at the moment, it's quite dull outside. So I'm using these lights and hoping that it does something. It does something. Anywho, as you've seen in the last vlog, I went to the Hilton Syon Park for my girl Danny's birthday. That is the sister of the late Corey that passed away. I don't know if you see my vlog when I went down, part of Vlogmas, to a funeral. It was her brother, so we went and just had a great time with her, and that was really nice. So I got a comment asking me about my stay at the Syon Park and what treatments I had and if it was worth the money. So that's what I'm going to talk about today, amongst other things, because you know I like to do 99 stories in one. It's what I do. Anyone that knows my channel and is a loyal subscriber and a loyal viewer, you guys know what 99 stories in one is. And if you're not new, you'll soon catch up. Anywho, so I went to Hilton Syon Park. We only stayed overnight, so it was literally like a spa and stay with breakfast included kind of package that we did. I shared with my cousin Delia, and the other girls also paired up. Obviously it worked out more affordable for everyone to do it that way as opposed to going solo. So going solo was about £427 or something, and that would have gave you like a king room and your treatment and your stay. And that was a 50-minute treatment that came with that package. Because we paired up, it worked out to be like £227 each. And like I said, that included the stay, your 50-minute treatment of your choice, and also your breakfast the next morning. Now, the option of treatments was, if I remember off the top of my head, it was like a facial, 50 minutes facial, 50-minute full body massage. You could get like a head massage, hand massage, and get your nails painted if you wanted to, and so on and so forth. And you could also do like half and half. So you could do half of your 50-minute with a full body massage and the other half with your facial or whatever other treatment you wanted to mix that with. Now, even though we pre-selected our treatments before we got there, on the day when we arrived, we were able to adjust that if we wanted to. So that is exactly what happened. So I initially put down for a full body massage, but then, and I'm going to tell you why. So obviously, guys, if you're new, I've been on my TTC journey. I had a miscarriage last year, September, but I will attach the playlist to the end of this video, so be sure to stay till the end. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. And so you can have a backstory on where I'm at when I talk about TTC. And TTC means trying to conceive. So obviously I'm on my TTC journey. This would be month. Okay, so I'm not going to add in October because that was the month after I miscarried. So if you do September, October, November, I told you 99 stories in one. So November, December, January, and we're on February. This is my 4th month of TTCing. And last month, I wasn't sure because obviously I didn't miss my period per se because obviously I'm not sure when it comes. So I wasn't sure. And from what I read online, if you are like newly in your first trimester, you're not really meant to like do certain spa treatments like jacuzzis and full body massages, or you've got to let your masseuse know so that they know what pressure points to avoid, basically. So I'm like, oh my God, like I've not took a test. I'm not sure if I'm due on. I'm not sure if I missed my period or not. What the hell? So I was feeling really like unwell as well that week. So drove down to London and let's just cut. I'm going to skip to it. Long story short, so when we arrived, our check-in was at 3. However, because there were 6 of us, our treatments were kind of booked. 2 of them went, I think, at 12 o'clock and then 1 o'clock, and then we were at 2. And then it means that we would have finished our treatment in time for check-in. So when we arrived, they took our bags, put it in the storeroom, and we was able to go and enjoy the spa. I told you 99 stories in one. The story will go back and forth, but I will get back to why I changed my treatment shortly. So then when we went in, I just feel like Syon Park, when you arrive there and the aesthetics of the entrance and the, you know, the reception and going down to the spa, it looks very like aesthetically pleasing and very nice and keen to the eye. However, I'm a Virgo, so I pay attention to the smallest details. You're not going to come and tell me you're 5-star and your service is discombobulated. That ain't going to run with me. Now, bearing in mind, it has been a while since I visited Syon Park, and it has gone down slightly. It really has gone down slightly. And I don't think the hotel's been maintained to the standard that it should have been. So obviously, as you've seen in the vlog, we went into the fitting rooms. Not the fitting rooms, what am I talking about? I'm too used to shopping, that's the problem. Went into the changing rooms, and I just had this strong smell of like chlorine, but really bad, like really heavy. Like use 1,000 gallons of chlorine. Why? So I'm walking in the change, and I'm like, it's because of weight. What's that smell? What's that smell about? I'm thinking, am I overreacting? Am I up the duff and my nose is just like a dog, a greyhound or something? Or is this just too much? And I was like, if I thought about it too much, I probably would have gagged. I think I was slightly gagging under the quiet. But because I weren't sure if, you know, if it was up the duff or not, I was like, I don't want to overly like make anything suspicious, right? Anywho. Now, so I had this horrible, I just felt so like terrible, I just felt horrible. Yeah, I really did feel horrible. I felt a little bit unwell, but you know, you just got to crack on. But that smell was awful. So I'm like, what's that smell? Imagine the woman's like, oh no, because we've got to pour chlorine into the pool every 30 minutes. I don't know if that's normal. I'm not quite sure. I'm not an expert on swimming pools, but I was like, I think that's a bit too frequent. Why is it so frequent? Like, what are you telling me about the water? Anyway, I weren't really pleased with the changing facilities. I just feel like they're a bit dated. It just reminded me of like a leisure centre kind of fitting room and not the Hilton, you know, 5-star. I wasn't impressed. I expect a bit more plush than that. Like, and I will continue to keep saying it doesn't trump Carden Park Spa. If you've not been and you're up north, definitely go to Carden Park Spa. I'm telling you from now, it's a whole experience from when you get there. Remember I told you? It really is. And every single area of that spa is like clean and well kept. And oh yeah. So right about now, Hilton, you know, no thank you. Anywho, let's move on. We move. So, went into the changing facilities. had our treatment. Now the treatment waiting room was so lovely. It had plush carpet, you know, where you could just lounge and have some like green tea or like lemon infused water and like dried fruits and stuff like that, like fried like banana chips and apricots and stuff, really healthy stuff. And it was really nice. And you could have like a little blanket and stuff. So that was nice. I did show you a little bit. It's quite dark in that room just to set the scene and the ambience of the place. So it was really dark, but I did try and show you guys, but that was really nice. The treatments room were really nice. The treatment was divine. Let's talk about the treatment. I'm going to move on to the treatment and then I'm going to go back to the pool. So anyway, so we went to have our treatment. So as soon as I get in, you've got to fill out this form. Well, they fill out the form. They ask you all the questions like, oh, have you got this? Have you got that? And the next question is, are you pregnant? I was like, listen, girl, I don't know. My missus was called Sandra, and she was phenomenal. She literally was like, I was like, girlfriend, listen, I'm trying to conceive at the moment. I have PCOS, so I do not know when I'm due on. But I feel like it's around now, maybe. But I haven't. She said, have you took a test? I said, I haven't, you know. So I'm not quite sure if I'm late or not. So then she was like, right, just to err on the side of caution, I'm just not going to do your full body massage because, and she explained what I already knew anyway about the pressure points and so on and so forth. And it's not good for being in your first trimester. So I said, okay, just until I see out flow, I'm going to be on the side of caution. So what she did was she goes, no, what I'll do is I'll do your facial and just like, just not too much pressure, but massage your arms and your neck and your shoulders and stuff like that. The facial, guys, imagine having a 50-minute facial. It was amazing. The facial was so good. If you go to Syon Park and you get a treatment done, ask if Sandra's working. She was so good. And the reason I say that is because some of the other ladies had other masseuses and therapists, and they weren't really impressed with their treatment. But I got quite lucky. And I think there was a little like, was she Filipino lady that also one of the girls had, and they said she was phenomenal. But Sandra done her thing. I'm telling you, the facial was amazing. My skin was glowing when I was done, and it was amazing. It was worth every penny. This treatment side was worth every penny. I don't know about the stay though. However, you can just book a treatment in there. You don't necessarily have to stay. And the products as well. She gave me like a list of the products. It's a new company that they use. I think it's called Pink. I'll try and insert it in once I look I'll insert it into the video once I remember what they're called. It's probably in my phone somewhere. But I did look up the products. And they are vegan. And they made my skin feel amazing. And because I've got a combination skin as well, so here gets a little bit dry, certain areas, but then down my T is oily, but then here it might be dry. But anywho, so treatment was amazing. Oh my God, the bed as well. The treatment bed was warm, had heating pads on. It was so nice. So anyway, after the treatment, we went to relax in the pool area. The pool area is awful. It's awful. I didn't even go in the water. I didn't, and I weren't going in the jacuzzi because, like I said, I didn't know what was going on with Mrs. Uterus. So I didn't go in the jacuzzi. But when I looked at the lounges, the lounging beds, chairs at the side of the pool, and they needed throwing away. Why are they like that? The just were just tatty and just not nice, and you know, you didn't even really want to sit on them or anything like that. That's how it was. So when I did sit on, when I looked up, I'm looking at one of the other ladies, Laurie, and I'm like, I know we were thinking the same thing because she mentioned it later on. She was, when you looked up, I don't know if it was lime scale or what, the ceiling needed cleaning. It's not a good view if you're lying back. It's not a good view. But to be fair, you can rock up to that spa for £20. So what do you expect? All and sundry rock up in there feeling like the bougie because they've come to Syon Park and yeah, I go to Syon Park for my spa, but it's not up to par. Believe me, it's £20 to go into the spa. Any old Joe can go there. Believe me. It's not good enough. It's no David Lloyd. It's not good enough. I looked up. The ceiling needed scrubbing. And imagine another person that was there that was lounging and whatever. I don't know if it was mate or whoever it was that came to visit him. Imagine he had a guest that came into the pool area fully clothed, meaning shoes, jeans, top, coat buttoned up, bag satchel across him, brief, or whatever that odor thing was. And he actually walked into the pool area, round the pool, sat on the lounger, and was chatting with his mates. Hold on. Pause. When since can people walk in the pool area with shoes on fully clothed? Like, what is that about? I know Paris Hilton doesn't know about this because she'd be literally... Everyone would be getting fired. Everyone would be getting freaking fired. Believe me. So anyway, I'm not even going to go on too much about it because I'm telling you, if I get started... Right, so let's get to the bedroom. So obviously, Syon Park rooms are beautiful. It's like a boutique kind of vibe. Like luxury boutique kind of vibe. It reminds me a little bit of the old decor in the Maryam. Anyone that stayed at the Maryam will know what I mean. They've upgraded it in the last couple of years to... they must have a different interior design, but I just feel like it's not as nice as what Maryam stood for initially when they first opened. That was their signature, like that luxury boutique kind of vibe was in there, but I don't know. They've gone a bit more contemporary now. But it's still nice, but just, it's not giving luxury. Anyway, so Syon Park, beautiful. But like I said, I pay attention to detail. We had ladies' night that night. After we had our evening meal, oh God, let's talk about the meal. Let's talk about the room though. After we had that evening meal, we all like gathered in one of our rooms, right? And I'm looking around and I can see the lime scale was around one of the taps in the bathroom. The furnishings, like the dressing table and certain bits, side tables and stuff, were all chipped. And I'm like, you mean to tell me you can't get a little silver metallic paint or something and just paint this to make it look pleasing to the eye? It's just details like that. Yes, the photos look amazing online. Yes, they look amazing on TripAdvisor, but listen to me. The furniture needs upgrading. It's all chipped and worn and it doesn't look good. It doesn't, and it just spoils the look of the place because the rooms are beautiful. Like I said again, Laurie, and I'm glad I had another sister on the trip, you know, that is just like me and that moans like me, because then I just didn't want it to seem like, oh, Maryam's one of, yeah. So it was nice when I had another lady that was on the same page as me and could see what I could see. So she was complaining about the tiles. She looked down in the shower and she could see all these black speckles. She's like, what's that? The tiles are crumbling away. How will this know? What? I'm telling you, Mrs. Paris Hilton does not know what's happening at Syon Park. No, she doesn't know. It needs an upgrade. I won't be going back. I was like, Syon Park, it was nice, but I will not be going back. And it was nice because I was around good company and the treatment was amazing, but everything else was a no-no. So anywho, let's talk about the food. Let's talk about the food. So, if you go with a package, you go in to eat in their restaurant that's in-house. However, they do have a restaurant next door. So meaning, when I say next door, still on the same grounds. And still on the same ground, but it's literally to the left of Syon Park. So the entrance to Syon Park here, it's on the left. And you can have like shisha or hookah, that Americans call it. We call it shisha. And you can order food like calamari and prawns and listen on cocktails and mocktails. And it's lovely. That food is good and the portions are massive. However, if you're booking a treatment, know you're going to get food from the restaurant downstairs in Syon Park and it's not that great. It's okay, it's not that great. So we asked for more bread. And instead of them saying, we don't want to give you the bread, they gave us stale bread. We were like, the bread, like back bread, they said, do you know what, since they want more, we're going to give them the one from out the bin. It was stale. It was tough, like rock stone. It was stale bread now. We've just had bread, so how come you've come bring us different bread? It wasn't even the same bread. It was something completely different. And then when they brought out Danny's like happy birthday like platter, and it had like maybe 3 or 4 little small cakes on there. One of the cakes were so hard, she couldn't even eat it. It was so hard. You could break. It was so hard. Where they go in the bag that's set up for time? It's stale. What is that about? I've never seen something like it. Let's skip to breakfast. Now, bearing in mind, I said it's gone downhill because, like I said, this was never the experience before. So I don't know what's going on now. Believe me. I wouldn't recommend it now where I would have recommended it before. Some years back. So the breakfast, the little breakfast muffins, one of the ladies were like, touch this. She even threw it to the table, and believe me, it bounced off. It was hard as a rock. Just everything was just wrong about it. Hard as a rock. It wasn't good. It really wasn't good. So my take on that is, if you're going to go to Syon Park, I would just book in for the spa, for the treatment. Just save yourself the money. There's somewhere else that you can go and spend £200 odd or £400 odd if you're going by yourself for a stay, a spa stay. I don't think it's worth the stay. I really don't. And, oh, before I go, and I hope you've lasted to the end of the video, because if you've not noticed, my videos get more, not juicy, but I get more into it near to the end. Listen, how did I forget this? If you've seen in my previous vlog, the dressing gowns, mine was like winter May size. It wasn't even nice plush dressing gowns at all. And there was no consistency in the dressing gowns. So even though they were all white, they were like, some were toweling, some were like some different kind of toweling, some were like some check. I don't know. They weren't consistent. They weren't like the exact same dressing gown from the exact same company, for example. You can tell that they're all just mishmatch. The only thing that they've got in common is the fact that they're white, right? Then, my cousin Delia Badassi, guess what was on her dressing gown? Crown Plaza. It gets worse. We are in Hilton Syon Park and she's wearing a Crown Plaza robe. You tell me who made that error. You tell me who thought that was a smart idea, because they're not even part of the same hotel chain, so it's confusing to me. Like, how did that even happen? It's not even like, okay, you've got on a uniform from the Ivy, but you're going into Sexy Fish. They're the same company, just different names, same owner, same group, same something. So it's not too bad, but it's complete different people. Imagine it said, because you get a little bag. Well, that's another story, because we had to ask for our spa bag. When you have a spa stay, you're supposed to automatically get your Hilton Syon Park tote to put your stuff in with your dressing gown and so on and so forth. I'm like, where's my bag? I went to the desk. I was like, 9 stories in one. I said, where's my bag, please? Hi, I need a bag to put my stuff in. I went to the spa reception desk. And they says, oh, a plastic bag. I said, a plastic bag. I said, I don't want a scandal bag. I need my tote bag because I'm here on a spa stay package. Oh, I don't know if you have anything more. Did you not get one? No, I didn't. I'm stood there because guess what? You need to find one, because it should come as standard and shouldn't even have to ask you. Shouldn't have to ask you. Very discombobulated. So, yeah, anywho, her dressing gown had Crown Plaza. That even killed it for me. I was laughing. I was like, these people don't know what they're doing. Somebody needs to get fired right about now. They need to get fired. But other than that, it was great company. And the spa treatment was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It really was. But I'm not in a hurry to travel down to Isleworth. So the answer to that question, I can't remember her name, my phone's over there and I don't want to get up and get it, but she's in the comment on the last video. The answer to that is the spa treatment was worth it, but the actual spa itself was not. So I don't know how you get around that. I would find another spa that is giving you that 5-star treatment across the board, not just in 1 or 2 areas. It's got to be seamless from the moment you check in at reception, you get through them doors, and you then go. It's got to be the staff. It's got to be this ambience, the cleanliness, the decor, the smallest features, because you're paying your money at the end of the day. It's got to be right. The spa facilities, because spa, yet again, you've got to think of clean. It makes me feel itchy, their spa. There's nothing clean about it, to me anyway. I've been to better, cleaner, more hygienic spas than that. And I feel the food as well. So, yeah. Drinks were good though. If you're a drinker, obviously I was on pineapple juice, but they know how to do a good cocktail. Some of the girls obviously do drink, and they had cocktails and stuff like that. They were quite reasonably priced from what I gathered. So yeah. But try and find an alternative, I would say. I wouldn't waste my money. I wouldn't go back unless they start changing at half of them things. I wouldn't go back. So it's a no for me. But I think that's about it. I just wanted to jump on and talk about Syon Park. And so on and so forth. What else? I think that's it. I'm going to leave you there. That was the Syon Park rant. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Sit down, chit chat. Not sure what it's going to be, but you'll definitely see me. Oh, just so you know as well, I am I'm trying to upload on Wednesdays and Sundays, so I'm trying to give you guys 2 videos a week, because I noticed that when I do once a week, I do get messages saying, oh, I've noticed that you've not been posting, I've noticed that you've not dropped a video. I'm like, girls, guess what? If nothing's going on, there's nothing to report. And I also do have a life outside of the camera lens. So, because I don't want to just make up stuff. I don't want to be here just, oh, let me just think of something to talk about, or let me just create a... I don't want to do that. I want it to literally be so authentic to myself. So, if you don't catch me on these camera lenses, it means nothing's not happening and I've got nothing to say to you. That's literally it. But if there's anything that you want to see from me, or you want me to talk about, or you want me to see, or, good idea, if there's anywhere that you guys have been thinking about going to, haven't yet gone, would like me to go and test it out and give you an honest review before you go and spend your coins, let me know. Because I'm willing to do that. Because I like trying new things, going to new places, trying new food. So whether it's restaurant, whether it's hotel, whether it's a trip, whether it's a holiday, let me know. If there's anywhere that you guys are wanting to go, but you're a bit worried about spending your coins in case it isn't nice, I'm happy to go on your behalf and do an honest review before you go and spend your coins. Anyway, I'll see you in the next vlog. Try.